you hurt for the family, and if you ever get an opportunity to speak to them, you just try to hope that the time where he was alive, that you was able to help bring some form of joy to his life and something memorable, a story that his family, you guys could talk about. But I don't even know the word, for it. Like I said, like I retweeted on Twitter, I said, you're gonna make me cry. It's emotional even thinking about that. That his parents felt that burying him in my jersey was something that he wanted. So I take a lot of pride in what I've done in this state and what I've meant for the youth. So I appreciate it.
You ever had a feeling like that, Dwyane, where you realize, what you might need?
I mean, I definitely always said my life has always been bigger than basketball. Playing here and being able to do some of the things I've done on the court and I think off the court just as equally has helped that for sure. But my mom always told me, man, she always told me my life was bigger than basketball. And I always carry that around by the way I try to treat people. I treat them the way that I want to be treated, or the way I want my kids to be treated. And I also understand the position that I'm in. This ability, God has given me this unbelievable opportunity to play at this level. I understand what comes with that, from the role model standpoint. So, definitely.
On a much less important note, the 2 games against Philly this year, to be one of them, obviously you were here for. Wild runs by both teams. What makes those games maybe more likely to that? Obviously they've got a lot of young athleticism that can go on runs. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, just 2 teams that just play different styles, but similar in the sense of getting after it. They go for it. They're a tough young team, and this is a tough young team over here. They just so happen to be able to pull those games out, and we did. And so hopefully, if it come down to the end, we have the opportunity now to pull it out. But this, when you play them, it's going to be a grind. Got to grind the game. When if they go in a place when they go in droughts like they did in the other game, and then when they make their comeback, you got to be able to stop it early. Last time we didn't. So we're going to be in for a good game, good NBA game tomorrow. 2 teams fighting for playoff seeding.
Is it too early to be scoreboard watching?
Scoreboard watching?
Yeah.
No, it's cool to look up in arenas that got them there to see, but not during the game. It's like you sit on the bench and you just have to look up. But it's definitely too early to be looking to see like, oh, I hope they lose. And we got to worry about playing better here. We got this 5-game homestand. Our goal is to win all 5. It's not going to be easy, but taking it 1 game at a time, we got to focus on ourselves, and we can start scoreboard watching as it gets later with the last few games of the season.
I had to ask you this for Kahwi. The Jordan brand has come out with women's stuff now for basketball. Have you seen it at all? Is it a good step, do you think?
I haven't seen it. I know they came out. I think his daughter was designing the shoe from what I heard.
Yep.
That's all I heard. But I think they tried it before, and a few brands obviously. But if you continue to keep growing like the Jordan brand has, I think it's a great step. They have a fan base. Obviously, they understand that fan base is bigger than just male athletes and males. So they're a smart brand. So if they're doing it, I guess it's right for them.
You talked last week about wanting to get to know the other players on the second unit personally more to help build trust. Have you learned anything interesting about Bam or Wayne or JJ just hanging around them?
It's not really like I'm quizzing them. It's just you just laugh, joke, get into conversations, the extra pats on the back, the extra points, eye contact, all that kind of stuff. More so than anything. I haven't learned, nothing that they have like going around the room and saying, tell me something, interesting about yourself. Nothing like that.
What's the biggest difference you've seen from Josh Richardson since his rookie season last time?
Secondly would be, you just see all the work that he's put in. You can see it on the basketball floor. But his confidence, man, is sky high. He's always was a kid from the beginning when he came in as a 2nd-round pick that had that confidence, but now he got a little extra swagger to it. Scoring a couple 30-point games and hitting big shots and all these kind of things that help. It's a lot of it, and I'm not going to say every athlete has because I don't know, but definitely most athletes have gone through a point where you second-guess sometime, whether you're struggling from a certain area on the floor. You might second guess yourself, but overall, if you don't have the confidence, in yourself, it's hard for anybody else to have confidence in you. So that's a big percentage, man. You see a lot of players that get their opportunity. That's another huge one, is the opportunity. But you see a lot of people that get their opportunity and they have the confidence to go with it, and the rest is history.
I know. And another topic. Did you see what Greg Popovich said about LeBron?
I didn't see it, man.
Taking that Fox News host to task and saying, look at all the millions of kids he's affected, the millions of dollars he's contributed. And how dare you tell someone what they can say and when they can say it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and that's the thing, man. LeBron is doing an amazing job in the inner cities. In the inner city of Akron. I mean, he's touching so many lives and changing so many lives. What he's doing is impactful. And that's all you concern yourself with. Going back and forth with someone for too long, it's not going to move the needle forward. But LeBron, he speaks with what he does. And obviously he understands, just like myself and other guys, when you're in this position, as I said before, you understand that you are the voice for the unmuted. You're the voice for the muted. So with that being said, it's your duty and your job to speak up for people who look like you that don't have a voice, and others who don't look like you that don't have a voice in your community. And we have responsibility as professional athletes with our community support us, our community, behind us that backs us, to do that. So I'm always proud of every athlete that stand up. Not only for something they believe in, but for what others believe in, and giving a voice to that. He's 100% correct to talk about what he wants to talk about.